Guess I'll share my face too. You can see my cool comment stack. Still haven't. Hey, nice AMA call, Mitch. Good job.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, Ashley, let me know when you're ready. Oh, it looks like it's going. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, great. So let's just start in with the round of check-ins, intentions, actions. Favorite snack? I'm Lauren. My favorite snack is coconut butter right now. My intentions for the call are to efficiently go through the board. My distractions, I'm not actually really distracted, except I'm a little bit like, oh no, and then I have to leave immediately to go to my dentist appointment. I'm not really ready, but I'm just going to neglect that until the end of this call. I'll pass it to Ashley.
Yeah, my intentions are just check-ins. You were at on the board. I took a look before the call, but yeah, and I also added just what we talked about earlier in the Give Economy call to the agenda where we were talking about the project verification media push in the DMs, and I looked at the spreadsheet. Anyways, that's past check-ins. And yeah, I don't have any distractions. I'll pass it to Mia.
You say Mia or Mitch? Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Ashley. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just super rainy and noisy. But yeah, my favorite thing at the moment is the cacao magic cacao peanut butter spread. Yeah, and I'm just here to keep up to date with everything. Pass it to me.
Thanks. Intentions for this call is to see what I need to finish on the board, and you're gonna hate me, but I would like to talk about moving the meeting. Anyway, and my distractions is meeting fatigue. And I'll give it back to Lauren.
I hear ya. I also have meeting fatigue, but we'll be super quick, and I don't think this call's gonna take the whole hour. So I was going through the issues and started closing them. I think I can also just do this after, like this is done, and then I'll leave the Give Garden on there for updates later. Oh, I didn't tag anyone on this, but I did probably tell you all about it. I did. I told you. I didn't tell Mia yet, but I wrote an announcement post for the Give Economy. It's pretty long. It's like an essay. It's like 1,300 words. It's like 7.5 pages. But I think it's pretty good. I don't know if it's really worthwhile. I don't know if it's worthwhile to do QA on it right now. Griff was like, "Oh, why are you writing that? Like things could change before the economy." But I don't think things are going to change that much. But I don't know. Would love just like, do you guys think it's worthwhile to hack through this and QA it now, or should we just like wait a few weeks and in case?
I would say wait.
Okay. Well then, don't bother looking at it unless you really want to, and we'll just deal with it later. Yeah, I feel like that's probably good. Governance process is blocked by launch. Give drop documentation. I saw Mitch made some edits and I updated it, so I think that this is good. I don't know. I mean, we were saying 2 QAers, so maybe if Ashley or me, if you guys could just do a quick QA on this, and if you do, just like leave a comment and then I'll move it to done. It's just the documentation for the give drop.
Yeah, I can take a look at that. I think I have the issue open in a different tab. I can look at it too.
Cool. I just tagged you. Awesome. Give stream. Yeah, this is pretty much done, and it was already reviewed, but I might tweak it a little, so I think I'll actually just put it back to in progress so it doesn't get confusing to people. The terms and conditions, I guess this is done now, right? Yeah, we talked about it last week, and I think I was going to ask people to, oh yeah, I asked Annie if she could ask, when she finishes it, she could push it to get on the DAP.
I think she made a forum post about it.
She did, but that was a while ago. And then she got some more feedback. And then the last meeting, she said that it was done, except she wanted to incorporate a couple of things.
Okay.
So I guess we just need to, I'll check in with her, or maybe we'll check in with her next week if she comes to the meeting. Give backs. So Ashley and I, we talked about this. So actually for the documentation, you're thinking basically just the same as the blog post kind of thing, or did you want to, or were you going to make this into like a separate documentation thing?
No, I think that we could just do the blog post based off of the documentation or vice versa, depending on, I mean, the one that you're currently working on seems like it's more blog posty than documentation. So maybe we do the blog post and then we can just derive like the details and, you know, and make a document that's a little more focused on the technical part. I'm not sure, but I think they could be pretty similar.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I'll work on this week to finish the blog post, and then like maybe you or me to that together and learn and make it to documentation. So we'll just kind of like leave that in first.
Okay.
The video script. So I met with Gray Machine yesterday again. I mentioned this in the Give Economy call, but yeah, and so he's gonna actually start animating. There were like some tweaks made to the script. But yeah, I'm just updating. I mean, we already sort of like went through it. I got a lot of like feedback also from Willie and Griff and tweaked it a little, and I showed it to you guys and incorporated everybody's feedback to the best of my capabilities. And so he's starting animating this week. Great, cool. So I guess this reformat community call thing, we discussed it in the last meeting, and it seems like we're just going to go through it for a few more weeks. So maybe I'll just put this into done. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that sounds good. If there's any other action items that come in out of it, we can always just make a new issue, but it seems like it's going pretty all right from the feedback that we got in the call.
I agree. So this Argive DAO blog post, this is another like, oh, Danny and Hannah are not really getting any feedback from you.
Yeah, that also, I think the last time I talked to Danny about it, she was kind of waiting until the new distribution, like we created the new Argive DAO, which just happened the other day, and she was gonna kind of like add in some information about the new one as well. So she kind of like went through the original one, how they set it up, and then like so now she was just waiting for that last piece and she was gonna add it in, as far as I understand.
Cool. I'm gonna just take her and be like, can you finish this out? Because that's all done now, so they should be able to. Cool. The Give Economy FAQ, I mean, I had delegated this to Donna, but I haven't seen any progress on it for a little while. I might just end up like taking it over again now that I've like finished the give drop and stuff documentation. Put a lot of information there already.
Yeah, and I think that's good to add to once we start like all this testing, because as we go through testing, we're gonna have like a lot more questions as we actually start like using them and seeing how it works. Then we can like start adding those questions in there, or if other people start asking questions, we see people asking like the same question in the Discord, we can always add that in. But I think that's gonna become a lot more useful once we actually start like testing more.
Yeah, I agree. But I think, yeah, I agree. But like as it is right now, there's still a lot that can be fixed up. What I had done was like, why is Giveth launching a token? And then I was like, add links. It just needs to like my point form notes need to just be made into like complete sentences basically, and appropriate links embedded. But yeah, it can be like an ongoing thing. It's still there in case you guys also want to add more questions or ideas. Project verification and trace onboarding blog post. Be augmented from 335. Oh yeah, cool. Do we want this to be a blog post? I mean, we've been talking, so I guess it's good to talk. Let's talk about project verification altogether right now, because I noticed you added it to the agenda as well.
Yeah, so we were talking about doing the media push, so I put that in there. I think that it could be a blog post combined with like making your project traceable and the benefits of being traceable. I know that we kind of have some blog posts like that, so I don't know if it's completely necessary, but the one that Mitch made is like just in the docs right now. So we don't have anything on Medium necessarily about making your project traceable or getting verified.
Should I maybe just share that thing from the docs like on Twitter?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And then maybe we don't need to write a blog post on it. Or do you think a blog post? I think the documentation that Mitch had written, I think, was already pretty exhaustive, right?
Yeah, it was pretty like step by step. It was more so, yeah, it's definitely more so, it seems like a guide to making your project traceable, the process that you go through, and less of like, hey, we have
Oh,
traceable projects now, you know?
true.
So,
Okay. So maybe it's still worthwhile to create that. Do you feel like adapting that, Ashley?
yeah, I could do that.
Okay, cool. So Ashley to, as you say, augment 355 and add in details as to why this is beneficial. Oh,
And then am I assigned? Can you assign me?
you are assigned.
Okay, cool.
You are. Oh, great. Give farm. I don't. Final specs. I think this is actually. I think you might be able to finish this out now, Mitch. We did
Griff showed me it yesterday, but nothing's been published, right?
What do you mean published?
I mean, did Griff publish it on the forum? Maybe I missed that.
You mean like the percentages per every
Nike
2 week
swoosh?
period? Okay.
Just so like
he did not
Griff
publish
got
that
it somewhere in his on his computer, but like, do we need advice process on that, or is it just being decided, or you know?
I will bug him and see.
Yeah, because he says it's done, but I'm like, okay, so you decided it, and like, that's the first time I saw it, so it probably should go to the DAO or somebody, you know.
Totally. Wasn't the first time I saw it, like, but yeah. He also, I mean, he convinced Willie when we were in Denver that the Nike swoosh was a good idea, and I think this was like Griff being like, well, Willie agrees. That's it. It was Mitch's idea, and then Willie agreed, and now we're doing it.
That's still different than my idea, but I'm willing to concede it.
Lauren to talk to Griff about.
I don't know if I like that corporate branding, you know, Nike swoosh.
Oh, we definitely shouldn't call it that. But okay, let's see. Cool. Well, that's good. I'm gonna just assign myself also to this issue, so I see my face there, and then I'm like, why am I on this issue? And then I'll remember to bug them. Great. Email to canceled projects. Oh, this is still blocked by the code. Oh, it's ready and working in staging. Can be triggered. Oh, 7 minutes ago. Look at you, Mitch. Okay, great. So
I'm actually double checking it on the call, but yeah.
Nice. Well, I'll move it to review QA then, and then if at some point, like if on this call you're like it's working fine, I'll move it to done. Great. Well, nice. So that's our sprint backlog. Let's see if there's anything we want to pull from the backlog and add to our life. Meet the maker project spotlight calls. Maybe this is, I think, later still. I think once we're a little more, I don't know. What do you think, Ashley?
I don't know. I mean, I see people in the Discord that are like sharing their projects and talking about their projects, so maybe we just at least start the conversation around the Meet the Makers call and try to like at least pique interest, because I think if we just schedule one for a day and we don't communicate it well, we won't have anybody show up. So maybe we just start like planting the seeds about it when people post in the Discord, be like, hey, we're going to start featuring projects, you know, through this platform. You know, let us know if you're interested in being a part of that. And then like maybe at least we have, I don't know, let's say we try for like at least 4 projects that are committed to being there before we actually like, you know, set up the event and publicize it.
Yeah, that sounds good. So let projects know when they're showing that. We can also reach out to some of our verified projects. Today, I tagged at everyone, so you guys must have seen. I made a project verification tweet thread, and I tagged a bunch of the projects that were already verified on the DApp so that they would like retweet it. We could ask like MyCrypto and Bloom, like we could ask Bowen and Magenta to like come into a call. And but I think part of the benefit of it would be also attracting people who are just interested in projects, like donor type people, to come to the call.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking too, is like if we, maybe not for the first one or the second one, but like if we start having themes of like these, then the donors that are like, oh, I want to donate to ending hunger. And so there's all these projects that are like focused on ending hunger, right? And then, so I don't know if we'll have enough projects to do that right as we start doing it, but eventually if we shift into doing themes like that, I think we'd attract more donors.
Yeah, that sounds good. And something else I noticed, and like Willie had mentioned in the Give Economy call today, is like when we were giving away that rainbow roll, it was like people were like, oh, cool, like you could get another thing for donating. So I think like maybe making like a giveaway, maybe we could make a giveaway associated with it, or some kind of like other, I hate the word incentive. I'm not supposed to use it, but other carrot on the stick. Sorry, not that either.
Yeah, I wonder if the projects that agree to participate have like something that they would want to offer, or maybe we do like a co-op or like I don't know, something like
Oh,
that.
POAPs are great. Amazing. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Participating projects to offering, or we could make okay, cool. So I guess first steps this week is just kind of like tell shilling projects in the Discord, like be like, hey, would you be interested in doing this? And then maybe if you reach out to them, can also say, would you be interested in doing this? Also, is there anything cool you'd like to add to the mix to shill to your donors?
Yeah, and I guess we could even do it along with this project verification media push. Like if we start reaching out in DMs to projects that we know, or like people that we know, to ask them to verify their project, we could also ask them if they'd be interested in participating in something like that, like at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, cool. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tag the verification team, the people who came to the meeting. Hannah, Danny, Donna, Mia, right?
Yep.
Am I missing anyone?
No, me, but I got you.
I think you're assigned to the issue
Yeah.
as well. Yeah. And then we love your support with Ashley. So I guess you'll reach out to them.
Yeah.
Or you? I guess you're setting up a meeting or something.
Well, that's a little bit different. It was more so just like a hack session for like the actual process of verifying, in case anybody had questions or had any like road bumps, or like get some feedback on how it felt for them when they were verifying them, blah blah blah. But I can like throw that out there when we do have this meeting. But also,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I could just reach out to them and ask if, I guess even still with this like media push thing, I I opened up the spreadsheet that that we were using for like the project spotlight and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I went through and I've like tried to mark all the ones that have become verified. But I guess if anybody feels like they want to go in and like reach out to some of these projects for verification, I don't know if we want to record that within the same spreadsheet, or we want to do it on a different sheet in this one, or I don't know. I'll put the link in the comms channel, or do you guys have it already?
I have that link somewhere for sure. I have it somewhere. Should I put it in here? What was it called?
It's in the comms. Giveth Project Outreach.
Project out. So I can put it in the issue too.
Yeah. I don't know, the spreadsheet is kind of like there's so many different sheets and so much stuff going on in there, so I don't know how we want to track that we reached out or what. Is there an issue for this project verification media push thing? Maybe we make an issue and then we can just, as we reach out in DMs to these people, we can just put it in the issue and that way we can track it there.
Yeah, it's in the Give Economy on the Give Economy board.
Okay.
Cool. I'll just leave this comment here for now, and then maybe can you put it in the Give Economy board, right? Like while we're doing this, and then I can keep going. Okay, awesome. Nice. So add proposal types to the covenant and get it live before launch. I still don't know what to do about that. Give drop claim tutorial will come later. Give garden, explain token wrapping and voting in external garden. That will also come later. Give economy launch project verification. Hey, there you go. Give economy launch project verification medium push. I think I think that we have redundant issues. There's also one on the Give economy board. Did I just close this one?
Sure.
Your
Or
boards.
where do you want it? You want it in comms or you want it in Give economy?
I think comms is probably better because then we can get all the comms team in on it.
Okay. So it was 95. Okay. Oh. And this is also related to the Meet the Maker call, 355.
Yeah, a little bit because we can just reach out at the same time.
Yep. Cool. Okay, that should make things a little less confusing. Conflict resolution documentation, dashboard of current analytics on Giveth.io. Write and set up push emails to givers of verified project. Oh, Ashley self-assigned 2 hours. Cool. So I guess you're gonna do that. Should I move that to the sprint backlog?
Yeah, you can put it in there.
Cool. Make our forum better. Oh, add the governance process. Give backs blog posts. Oh, I guess. Yeah, we are. Talked about this also in the sprint backlog. Nice, nice. So new issues, give economy tweet thread, investigate layer 3 bounties, make Discord more resilient. Were you still working with 5IV on this? I guess it's ongoing.
Yeah, it's just like an ongoing thing. I'll reach out to him again and see what we need to, like if he can like do kind of like an audit of our Discord, I guess, as it is, and see if he can make any recommendations.
Okay. Process for reviewing new projects added to Giveth and marking them as listed or unlisted. Oh man, how's this going? Did we arrive at a conclusion yet for this? Is this comms responsibility to push the finish line, or is this a dev thing?
I think once we have the dashboard, it won't be that hard. I just went through yesterday and like listed / unlisted and sent emails for all the projects at least up until yesterday. So it's up to date. It's being like taken care of at this point, but we just like once we have the dashboard, it'll be that much easier for us to see. Because as of right now, like my workaround, because you can't really see all of the just pull up all the unlisted projects, is that I just, as the contacts are made in autopilot, like as the projects are added in autopilot, I can see the new ones that are being added. And so then I can like pull them up in the database that way. But
cool. Okay. But we didn't decide if they should be listed or unlisted to start. Yeah,
there's definitely ongoing. I guess, by one vote it says unlisted, so.
And two abstains.
It's also been 2 days.
Okay, so we'll just leave it there. Okay. But that's like normally we don't get more than like 10 votes in a forum poll. I feel like there's a lot of division on it. I also feel like, I don't know. Well, let's just move on. Giveaway and contest ideas. I saw that you made a lot of great posts, Ashley. I made it into a separate issue.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know, do we have like an idea of a time that we want to do the next giveaway? Should we reach out to somebody from these projects? Because I just posted them here for ideas. I haven't actually like talked to any of the people involved about maybe wanting to do one. Because I wasn't sure like timing wise if we wanted to start another one right away or if we want to wait a little bit, or I wasn't sure.
I feel like if we waited a little bit, it might be cool, like a couple of weeks, and then do another one.
So maybe like second week of November.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
So to revisit or push. Oh, but we could start reaching out now, and it might take like a little while for negotiations.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like I could at least start. I could start by asking one of them and see what the response is. See if they'd be ready by the second week of November to do something like that. Or
Yeah. Sounds great. Maybe I'll just assign you to the issue. The anonymous donations in our database are inverted. I think that he made this in the wrong. Yeah,
Not in Kansas anymore.
Not in Kansas anymore, Mohammed.
yeah, I saw that too.
Put that somewhere where it belongs. Back to whence you came. Copy this issue, give it, and close it in this. Yeah. Get up. Well, oops. That's all we got on there. Is there anything else that we should add to? Or I mean, I feel like it's feeling a little bit like less crazy in this comms call and this comms board for like getting to a close on some things. Are there any other like issues or things that you guys have seen that we like need to write content for? Any emails or anything that we need to like create issues for?
Okay. At this moment, I can't think of anything.
Me either. I guess just keep an eye on in your travels these weeks. Let's see if there's, because it seems like we're getting a little bit lighter, and we could probably add. We could take on a few more things. I know we're all really busy, but maybe we're just getting to chill a little.
Yeah. Well, basically is shifting gears into other stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Ashley, you unmuted. Did you have something to add?
No, I was just gonna, you asked if there was any other like email things or issues that should be created, but I guess we touched on it in the Give Economy thing, like adding the recurring email to the journey in autopilot. But I mean, I can just do it and then update it in that issue that you made, or you can make a new one, whatever.
I can make one here. So is it easier for tracking for you? What do you like better?
Yeah, that's fine. You can make one, and I'll just
add recurring email to unverified projects to ask them to apply. Keeps going until they click the link.
What do you think as far as time-wise? I don't know. I feel like every week is too much. I feel like people will unsubscribe from our emails if they keep getting one every single week.
I totally agree. I think that's way too much. I mean, every 2 weeks is the maximum frequency, I would say. Every month seems almost too long.
Yeah.
Maybe every 3 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds better. I'm just like, I don't want to overload people either. So that sounds
I
good.
agree. If I got an email every week, I would be like, oh my God, what is this thing bugging me all the time?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, cool. Well, let's talk about potentially moving our meeting time. I know. I heard from Griff that you said that you wanted to have Wednesday morning free, and I'm down to do it. I can create a doodle poll, and we could try to. I would like, if we were gonna move the meeting, I think it would be nice to have it like on Monday or Tuesday. I like Tuesday. Wednesday's my favorite day, but Tuesday could be the second best day. Because I think it's better to have it earlier in the week rather than like close to the weekend and we forget the things that we have to do. Do you know?
I mean, it could be today. I have a lot of meetings on Monday and Tuesday. And so adding another meeting, I probably won't be very effective.
You wanted to do it like on Wednesdays. But the reason we moved it to the morning slot is so that other people could join like on an as needed basis, like from other time zones.
Yeah. I mean, what we looked at was like 2 hours ahead. So like at noon. But
2
the thing is
hours.
realistically, so 2 hours ahead is 10 p.m. in Iran.
Okay, it's not infeasible.
That's 8 p.m. Central European.
Yeah, it's not infeasible.
Yeah, and that's like in the case that they actually show up, because right now it's just been Costa Rica.
They don't usually show up. It's true.
Yeah.
Well, I think that might be okay. How do you guys feel, Ashley and Mia?
Yeah, I think that's okay. For me anyway. I don't know. My Tuesdays aren't quite as booked as Mitch's, so Tuesday would also work. But yeah, I agree that having it like maybe not on Thursday or Friday is like towards the beginning of the week is better.
Yeah, but it's just like I've got at least 4 hours of meetings on Monday and Tuesday, so making it 5 hours,
Oh man.
honestly, it'll be useless because I won't be paying attention anyway, honestly. I'm being quite frank.
You don't pay attention to me, Mitch, but I'm so fun and engaging.
After the 4th hour of meeting, I'm like, Jesus Christ, get me out of here.
I know, I feel the same. This meeting's gonna end real early.
Cool.
Well, what do you think, Mia? Will you make it at noon?
So just be aware that normally on a Wednesday there is a DBC weekly meeting that happens at like 1:11. So if you wanted to have Danny Bell,
Danny Bell almost never comes to this call, even though it's in the morning.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't reschedule our lives around Danny Bell because she's not really like putting the effort and energy into coming at all.
Well, Danny is on the land, and
yeah,
that's actually what I want to be doing. So I don't want to miss the comms call, but I would like to spend more time over there. So
okay. Well, I mean, I can make okay. If we don't want it to conflict with DBC things, then it can't really be on Wednesday at noon either. So then it could be on Tuesday or on Monday. I don't want to make it Thursday or Friday because it just like kind of ruins the workflow.
No, we can keep it on Wednesday though. Like she's not even here anyway, and she might actually be able to show up because it's not during the work party.
Well, Danny does I guess management with that meeting stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't always go to the work parties, but she almost always goes to the meeting. I don't know, is your goal to be there for the meeting or more for the work party? What if we made the call earlier on Wednesday?
You would have to be God early to, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we can make it earlier. We have the Give Economy sync at 8. I mean, I guess we could make it at 7, but I don't really want to do that.
I don't really care to show up to those meetings anyway.
The Give Economy?
The DBC meetings.
Oh, okay. So you're more interested in going for the work party part.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, to be honest. And so having that morning and then, roll in for noon or whatever, and then we kick off comms and then be good. And then I'll be around the rest of the day anyway.
Well, I think maybe it makes sense to. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me a lot. I really want Mitch. I want you to come. If you don't come to the meeting, it's between you, me, and Ashley, we're the ones who are doing most of these issues. And I love you being here, Mia. But it's if one of us don't come, there's no point. We need a time that works for us, especially. And then it would be nice if we could make it accommodating also to Danny's if she would come. But I don't know. She just doesn't come or communicate around the stuff, so I don't even know if that's worthwhile. She told me last time I had a sync with her that she's thinking of even scaling even more back on her Giveth contributions. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Should I make a doodle poll?
Well, if it was, yeah. I mean, go ahead. But I'm saying is right after, because I have the stewards at 11, and then noon is like great for me. And that doesn't add too much onto the length of people's day.
I'll just move it and try it out and see what happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can do that.
Make it 12 and then see, and we can always change it again in the future. Just try it out.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, and
All
I
right.
guess it might not be absolutely horrible to do it like on a Thursday, but it would be much better like closer to the beginning of the week.
No, I agree with you, Ashley, though. It's cool to have it earlier. Like this Wednesday is great because it really balances out the beginning of my week, or the first half, I should say.
Totally. I feel like then I'm like Thursday and Friday, I do the work that I said I would do on the earlier days when I had meetings. But if we put this meeting on Friday, I'll forget. And then when Monday happens, I get bombarded with other meetings and other to think about, you know, and
yeah. All right. Well, let's try noon and we'll see how it works.
Noon. Okay, I will move the meeting until noon. I will inform the people, and that will be that.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we don't want it to interfere with games, so you know.
Oh, of course not. I mean, it's really the most important call. Okay, well, good. Anything else? Great. Check out. I guess what would be an interesting checkout? Maybe check out of like, oh, I don't know. Just tell me what you're excited for the rest of the day. I'm excited kind of that I'm not going to be working, but I'm really nervous about going to the dentist. I've done it 3 times now. Okay, that's to me.
Wow, well, I'm what am I excited for? I'm excited to you got me on a good one. Eat lunch. I'll give it to Mia.
Thanks, Mitch. I'm excited about planning my weekend in Cherico. Ashley.
Hey, you're here now, Mia.
I am indeed.
Well, we gotta have a jamboree soon.
Totally.
Yeah,
I'm leaving in a month's time.
I think you guys live pretty close together.
Like we should meet IRL. Like I'm getting crazy, but you know, we can make that happen. Wow.
Yeah. I agree. We can have like a whole San Salvador meetup again. Hey, Lauren.
You know what? Why don't we have another potluck? Well, let's see what Ashley's excited, and then we could talk about a potluck. What are you excited for, Ashley?
I am excited to hang out with you after your dentist appointment, and I hope that it's clear and we can like go outside and do something, maybe get dinner or whatever it is that we're gonna do. I'm excited for it.
Yay! Me too. Well, I guess on that note, yeah. Wait, so let's have a potluck, guys. Well, we could pick maybe a day that works for everybody and have like Danny and Griff and yeah. What do you say?
Yeah, let's have another like Giveth dinner.
I like that. It was cool. I enjoyed having you all over at my house. Do you want to do it here again?
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm getting a lot of new furniture today.
Oh shit! We should have a housewarming at Mitch's. Let's have a housewarming.
I've got lots of seating and kitchen and all that stuff.
I would love that.
Front and back courtyard. Like that's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sounds so good. Oh man, yeah, housewarming at Mitch's. What's your favorite day, Mitch?
I'm free. Well, basically any evening. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday even.
Is tomorrow too short notice? Maybe stop streaming, Ashley, if you haven't stopped.